Hello, it is I, your angelic goddess. Spooky Daria. Hello, happy Sunday, happy last day of the week. In some countries it's the first day of the week, right? I think I heard that sometimes, somewhere. Maybe not. Maybe it was in a game that was the first day of the week. Anyway, happy Sunday. We're here to play some Metroid Fusion. Maybe even finish it. I hope today I can have more energy than last time. I know it seems weird that I have more energy for Elden Ring. Well, this game that should be a lot simpler, takes a lot more of my energy, but I don't know. It's just how things are. That's just how things are for me. I am well, confident. Because from this point on, I didn't see the game. I mean, I know what happens more or less, given the recap I read after I abandoned the game. Because I didn't just abandon it to say maybe I'll pick it back up one day. No, I abandoned because I said, it's too hard for me, I cannot do it. The last boss nightmare was way too hard. I better give up. So I read a recap of what happens in the end. I don't remember precisely. I just have a very vague idea of what will happen at the end. And I don't know how we even reach that end. So let's go. The game is gaming. The music is gone. Hey Yazzie, hope you're having a nice day. A nice chill day. It is a bit chilly today than it was last time, so I am quite happy. Okay, here we are. Let's go. Hope the audio is not too loud. So, what happened last time? Well, I know what happens because off stream I managed to find the place we were meant to find at the end of the stream. I was a bit tired and I didn't think that, hey, maybe it's the room closest to the entrance. Have you ever thought of that, Dalia? No, Dalia did not thought of that, so I went back and forth for the last 20 minutes of the stream for no reason when the room is literally just here. Sorry. Not just there. It's this pink room to the right. I will show you now. Staying away from the sun. Pretty much my way of dealing with summer. Not like the rest of the time I really go out that much. But yeah. In the winter I stay away from the cold, and in the summer I stay away from the sun by staying inside. And for anything in between, you know, it's worth the same for me. It is very cold until like May here, so it's still very nice to stay inside until the temperature stabilizes a tiny bit around August. Okay, so where I'm supposed to go is here. There was a wall here where you need to use a power bomb to kaboom, and that's where I'm supposed to go. Very easy. I did look it up, but I didn't look where exactly the position was. I only looked at the fact that there was a wall you need to use the power bomb on. Pretty much. So yeah, we go forward. Okay, some water doesn't scare me. Maybe the room to the left was a safe though. Yep, and remember to stay hydrated as always. 38 Celsius, my god. Stupidly high temperature. In Italy, it's around the same, maybe. My mother told me that it's a bit chilly lately, but like lately as in like the last 2-3 days, but yeah. Rest of the time it's super warm and unbearable. Pretty much. Here is 27, 28. Worst days 29, but we don't really get many worst days lately. It is a tiny bit better. Tiny bit better lately. Oh, look at that. Spin to win. That I cannot access, of course. Very grateful. This is pretty much the worst temperature gets here during the year. And in the very few years I live here, I learned to really appreciate this, even if Well, let's just say that the winter is not really nice to deal with. You exchange a painful summer for a very painful winter. But I very much prefer that. Very cool thing. I don't really feel sick that much here. Which is a nice thing. Because usually with the warmth, no, it's the opposite, right? No, it's warmth. In warmth, germs and such have a lot easier time to reproduce and such. No, bacteria, all that. I lack the medical knowledge, but I know. I don't get as sick here as I used to get, as much as I used to in Italy.
Warning, no entry without authorization.
Okay, voice acting.
No entry without authorization.
I have your authorization right here.
Warning, no entry without authorization. 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 Warning, no entry without authorization.
I'm just a ball.
Warning, no entry without authorization. Warning, no entry without authorization.
We used the power bomb, but they didn't really power anything, no?
Without authorization. Warning, no entry without authorization. No entry without authorization.
Maybe there is another way.
Warning,
What if I can just run very fast?
warning,
No.
no entry without
I
authorization.
think not.
No entry without authorization.
There must be another way inside.
Warning, no entry without authorization.
Yeah, I understand. Shush.
No entry without authorization.
Don't destroy my ears like that, please.
Warning, no entry without authorization.
It's funny because this is probably the only human voice in the entire ship, and it's not even, human. Because Samus doesn't really speak much. Technically, Adam has a voice, because in the sequel to this game, Dread, Adam has a robotic AI voice.
Warning, no entry without authorization.
Okay, I think something is going on.
Warning, no entry without authorization.
Do you think
Warning, no entry without
our beautiful copy took care of the entrance?
authorization. Warning, no entry without
No, there was an explosion somewhere though, but it seems like it was coming from
no entry
somewhere above.
warning, no entry without authorization. Warning, no entry without authorization. Warning,
Let's go back for a second and see what exploded.
warning, no entry without authorization. Warning, no entry without authorization.
SAX? Ah no, it's a robot! It's our beautiful robot friend. Water is electrified. Okay, how can we deal with this friend? Maybe like this, simply? You cannot stand on it, it damages me. Stay in the water, depletes Yeah, 3 of my health at the millisecond. Thinking, what can we do? Ah, we can attach ourselves to the ceiling. I didn't see that. And it is a bit of an easy picking, you might say. No, maybe not as easy as I was thinking. Well, I did hit it. Okay. I understand. Well, I messed up, but it's gonna be fine. I'm just taking a lot of damage. Come on! Yeah, it's fine even if we die. You won't stop me. Maybe you will if I'm not more careful. Ow. Come on, Samus.
Warning, no entry without authorization.
It's fine, don't worry.
Warning, no entry without
Okay,
authorization.
as always I can only hit the central part. Only this time I cannot do it. It's a lot more agitated, looks like.
Warning, no entry without authorization.
Ecco qua, missiles. I already have the maximum amount still. Here we go.
Warning, no
Ah, wait. I need to reveal them. Yeah, that was the trick. They are not there immediately. You need to reveal them. Do you see that Samus has a little electricity effect on her when she is in the water? It's a very cool detail. It's really tough because it hits you when it's jumping and the missiles are like... Yeah. It's very tough. I think the objective is not really to stay completely above him, but to like try to move a tiny bit. Because see, I only get one missile in and I don't think that's enough. This fight is a lot more difficult than it looks. I have 7 HP. I have 1 HP. Good job. Seems extremely complex. I think I need to position myself for when it stops moving. And maybe that's it.
warning, no entry without authorization.
Now.
Warning, no entry without authorization. Warning, no entry without authorization.
Okay, let's see what we can do. The only problem also is that sometimes I don't press the input correctly and I just fail to... jumps 3 times? No. And yeah, because if you press the input too early, Samus interrupts her jump. So that's very hard to deal with. I think I have a strategy, more or less. The strategy doesn't work though because I'm not fast enough. Okay, if I get like even one hit in, oh god, I think it's good enough. The other day, as in yesterday, the other day. Hey F4, how you doing? Hope you're having a good time and you're not getting electrocuted in the water as I am. See, it's hard, but I will do it. I'm having a cherry time here, fighting this piece of meme. X! No! Leave me alone! Yeah, you can only hit the... when it has the eye out. So, it's very hard. Ah, the water is no longer electrified though. I wonder why it was so hard to move around when it was not supposed to. Okay, I need to be extremely careful. Okay, I did it! Sorry, as always, I move being ability. Now penetrate was nice. I'm just being a bit silly. Forgive me. Was just meant to reference the fact that I was getting electrocuted by the water. Sorry. Yeah, it's nice to do that though.
Warning, no entry without authorization.
It's very nice to
Warning,
take it slow.
no entry
Some days,
without authorization.
even most days, if you're struggling, it's really not an issue. You shouldn't feel pressure to do things if,
Entry without authorization.
you know, you just cannot do it that day
Without authorization.
or that week, and so on.
Warning, no entry without
I'm very big
warning.
promoter, that's how you say that. I believe in promoting
Warning.
mental health awareness and also health awareness, because sometimes we're kind of used to just hey, we can do it, right? I can do it, I need to do it today and such. So I actually promote, hey, maybe you cannot do it today, and that's okay. And you don't have to feel guilty for not being able to do this today. And it shouldn't be seen as like a moment of weakness. It's like, hey, I need some time. I just need some time, and it's just natural. So warm, oh my god. Oh, also the sun is shining on me. Give me 1 second. I need to reposition the thing so the sun doesn't burn me.
Warning, no entry without authorization. Warning, no entry without
The sun
authorization.
is no longer burning me.
Warning, no entry without authorization.
Yeah.
Warning,
Let's do your
entry
favorite,
without authorization.
what's the word? Leisure? Maybe it's
Warning,
not the right
no
one.
entry without
But yeah, do your
authorization.
favorite relaxing activity, I meant to say.
Without authorization.
And, you know, my favorite relaxing activity is when
No entry
I can play the game without... oh, good job, Dalia. Without having to close and open the game because my controller is disconnected. But it's fine, we just saved. I was playing Luigi's Mansion 2 before stream, and it was very different, let's say. Luigi's Mansion 2 is a nice game that sadly I think struggles for the way it's made, because I just wish didn't have the dividing every map in missions. And you know, I will talk more about it when I do my post on Blue Sky. But yeah, my main problem with that game, it's a super fun game. Maybe not as good as the first one, but it introduces many things I really enjoy. It only has this sort of mission-based gameplay that I don't really enjoy that much. Let me see if we can do some speed boost in this room. Well, maybe we can. Oh. Frightening things we're assisting. How are Metroids here? How is it possible? The only Metroid was the one that died at the end of Super Metroid. See, this is something I didn't remember from the thing, and not having played this part of the game makes me wonder now. How are Metroids a thing? Axes cannot replicate Metroid because Metroid eat axes, so you know. Guess they were just doing research on them here. Look at these creatures. What's going on? Is that something up? Is the SAX here to destroy the Metroid because they can eat it? Yes, it is.
60 seconds to isolation lockdown.
Okay, bye! Bye bye, SAX! I cannot help you, and I kinda don't want to, so... It's very cool to see it like attacking Metroids, because again, Metroids are dangerous for the axes. Okay, I need to focus a tiny bit. They don't really attack me, they just stop when they touch Samus. Yep. So they just detach the part with the Metroids and the SAX inside. Well, too bad. Problem solved. Let's go. Samus, you shouldn't have done that. You ignore your orders. You may have to pay a price for that quite soon. Oh, so cool. As you can see, the Federation has been secretly working on a Metroid breeding program. How? I mean, I guess from Samus, she's the only one that has Metroid genes. Remember, all the Metroids in the universe are destroyed because the baby from Super Metroid was the last one ever made. There is other M before this game, but we don't talk about other M. It is canon, but I prefer just not to talk about it. Peculiar application only, of course. Of course! Having the most powerful weapon available and trying to breed to... Obviously, only peaceful applications. Perhaps you already knew of this program's existence. Certainly, you must have had doubts when you saw Sector 1. SR-X, a faithful replica of the SR-388 ecosystem, ideal for raising Alpha, Gamma, Zeta, and even Omega metroids. This research even uncovered techniques for rapid growth. Imagine creating an Omega from a larva metroid in days. Oh wait! These are all the forms you fight in Samus Returns, in Metroid 2. Oh my god, that's even worse than I expected. Do you remember? Probably not, because I don't think any of you was here when I played Super Metroid, but do you remember how dangerous the evolved form of Metroids are? They are not like as powerful as the larvae, but imagine an army of Omega, which are basically some aliens. Yeah, look up how an Omega Metroid looks. I think they're like the one that look like an alien. If it's not that one, it's the one after the one before. The research is finished. The X has smelled out its natural enemy, and one of the SAX is on its way here. One? What do you mean one? It was only one so far. Are you saying there is more than one SAX? Dialogue from Samus? How cool is this? This is the only other game where Samus speaks, I think. She speaks in Red as well. And she speaks in Other M, of course, but how cool is that? We see Samus speak. Don't be so surprised, Samus. You know that the X are produced by asexual division. Because of this mechanism, there are no fewer than 10 SAX. Oh no! Then my title doesn't have any more sense. Aboard the station. Well, nice. We're very lucky that we only encountered one. It only makes sense as to why we encounter multiple areas. Probably there is like one in each area or something. Samus, you must go. Hey Dusty, the cool lore we're uncovering. Get out. If you stay too long, the SAX will destroy you. Stop only at the navigation room to uplink to me. I don't know how HQ is going to take this. I need to report to them immediately. I really like the plushie Duncan got you. It's very cute. It's so cute. It is clear. Get going. Samus doesn't care. Well, what can I say except I'm grateful I'm playing this game till the end, because this is some very cool stuff happening. The real Adam would have said the same thing about that incident, but he would have softened the blow. He was relentless in his criticism, but he always cared. He was not a machine obsessed with duty. No such compassion will exist in that computer. Yep. Where are we, by the way? Oh, we're just in Sector 1. Oh wait, I can do this. Oh no, no I cannot. So there are more than one SAX. How cool is that scene where you see the SAX attacking the Metroids? It's like, it's an extremely cool scene, I think. Oh yeah, I have this. Boom. Well, Samus, better get going. No. What the freak? Out of the way. We need to escape. Oh no, what the freak? What are those? Like some small X-parasite blobs? What the freak are those? Expected? This game is so generous with the save rooms. Yeah, I was thinking about how I would rate the Metroid games to the... Once I finish this game, I think I will make like a sort of tier list. Personal Dahlia tier list, and we can like discuss on which one can be out of the way, mate. Which one can be where in my tier list and for which reasons. Some people like to make tier list. Oh, I need to defeat this friend. So. Boom! Don't think they died. Oh, because I'm silly. What the frick? You! I remember you, the jumping piece of Mima from before the Ridley fight. Oh my god, I remember these enemies, I hate them so much. Oh, can't believe you exist once again. I don't care about my shots. What was the technique to get them? I think it was after a jump they were vulnerable for a while. And that's just how it is. I have to say that they're a bit easier to fight than the ones on Super Metroid. Game is being a lot more kind to me than Metroid, Super Metroid ever was. Okay. Thank you for the save, even if I will die most likely. Maybe I shouldn't save, but I will save anyway. Nice reference, game, nice reference. This game really references a lot of the previous ones, which I really enjoy. Let's go left first. Maybe I can heal. Or not. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just holding too many buttons at the same time. Oh, boss? Not a big fan, sincerely. I'm not ready for a boss. I don't have HP. Absolutely do not have any HP. Can I heal in some way? Maybe these friends will heal me. What the frick? What's going on? Ah no, they are preparing another one of these annoying friends. Or maybe not. Maybe I'm just going crazy. Well, I'm not very comfortable, I have to tell you. The eye doesn't spawn, so I think this is the best I will get for the boss fight. Well, I will try my best. Who's gonna be the boss? 1 SAX? 2 SAXs? I'm not very comfortable with that thought. This will spawn, which will make me quite happy. Well, they give HP a tiny bit. I could stay here and farm them, but I don't know how I feel about that. We can try the boss, and if I see that the boss is like destroying me, I can come back and see how it goes. Oh! Hello! You're not the real one. The real one died in Super Metroid. So big, my god. So, this should be... Well, it's a clone made by the Axis, of course, because the real Ridley, bye-bye. This should be a clone that has taken the body we find of Ridley. It's not the body from Super Metroid, it's the body from a Ridley clone that comes from Other M. Right, does this whipping, which I know quite well. What the freak? His fight reminds me a lot of his Super Metroid fight. Sorry, of his Zero Mission fight. I think I will die. Now. Okay, let's farm at enemy of health. I say that's a good idea. I can use 2 power bombs to destroy all the enemies in that room, by the way. And I don't have to worry about anything. So how is your day going? Okay, it was a terrible idea. 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 Is it really that terrible? They just go down in such an easy time. Let me try something actually. I want to experiment with the yellow soldiers. Yeah, I can destroy them with ease like that. Oh my god. Jump! They're very consistent, which I really appreciate. Okay, yeah, I think it's sad, but I think I prefer staying here and farming for a while, if you don't mind. We can talk about stuff while I stay here and farm. For example, I was talking about what you just mentioned too. It's a nice experience. I'm looking forward to the rest of the game. Even if, well, what can I say? The new innovations are so nice. Everything new in that game makes me so happy. The gay or rainbow light, it's so nice. So nice. Okay. Seems like it's gonna take a long time to get HP out of these friends. Hi. Oh, no, they don't arrive. I don't know another way to get help easily. This is the only way the game is offering help, so... It's gonna take such a long time. Every time I do one room, I get maybe one energy tank. So I need to do this at least like 8 more times. Yeah, maybe I'm exaggerating. I'm not sure. Feels like this was gonna take a while. Yeah. Yeah, we were at 38, and now I'm 88. One room is not even one energy tank. Yeah, a bit boring, but I guess they want you to be like, hey, try to fight Ridley with only what you have. Don't rely too much on HP. Not a super big fan of that, but you know. Yeah, they only create one. Defeating the super mega hyper soldier though seems like the right thing to do, because that gives me like 2 and maybe 2 missiles. I'm not sure. That's just how it is. Well, we just need to do that 6 more times, 7 more times, maybe more. Thank you. And then I can leave this last one. Boom. Yeah, it's not that bad. It's pretty much the same though. They just give me my missiles back. I think it's not worth it. Doing the room is a lot easier and faster. Wow. It's so warm now. Okay. Oh, you betrayed me. Yeah, because it gives me the 3 missiles I used to defeat him, and that's about it. I'm afraid I'm just wasting my time. Maybe I should just agree to stay with this HP and try to do it with this HP. Can I do it with this HP? Probably. If I get good. I did Ridley in Super Metroid with well, technically less energy tanks because there are less in that game. So if I did that, I can do this. You don't leave. No. These enemies are not really enemies. No, they don't give anything. Okay, Mr. Fake Ridley. It's a fake version of a fake. How fake can you get? It's kind of funny, right? Okay. It's gonna do this whipping thing. I wonder how can I escape that. Maybe not staying in the corner would be a good idea. Now. Very angry fake Ridley. Maybe that's why it's like bigger. Because if I remember, the fake Ridley in Other M is a bit bigger than the actual Ridley. I mean, it's also like the first time you see Ridley in 3D other than in Prime. So, I don't know. Anything might be. Please explode! You are red, which means you're low on HP. Well, my spamming technique didn't work properly. Seems a very simple fight though. It doesn't do much. It just throws fireballs and he whips with his tail. And that's about it. Can I really not destroy his friends? Not even with this. I couldn't care less. The strongest creatures in the galaxy. pretty much. Okay, let's try again. I'm a bit confused on how I can dodge this attack reliably. Get missile! Cannot really move from here. I don't know what's going on. Oh no, let me go! It's a very weird boss fight. This is a very weird boss fight. Let's try again. I'm really not sure what I'm supposed to do. Seems more like of an attrition war. Can I kill him before he kills me? That was not my best shot. No. Indestructible creatures are it again. My god, it's so warm. Oof. Ridley, come on. Explode. It's so weird to see the eye like that. Seeing Ridley's like eyes and pupils is a bit concerning. There is clearly a timing to that tail attack. I don't know what's going on. Okay, so we're gonna do the whippy whip. Just really confused on what to do here. It just comes down at me. Oh. You're just a fake! I don't fear fakes, I kill the real thing in 4 different games. Technically 5 different games. I'm struggling. Do you think I should get more health? Might be just a matter of health. Let's get just a tiny bit. Just a tiny bit more health. Just a tiny bit. Just a tiny bit. It's just a tiny bit. It won't hurt one bit. Just get a bit more. Everyone is 10, so if it's 5 enemies I get 50 enemies every room. That's why I go from 3 to 80. That one gave me missiles, so I don't know about that one. But it is more. Maybe a couple more energy tanks will do the minimum. Just do these and just they will just all come at me. Very efficient actually. I have found a way to efficiently get health. Can you imagine if this room has like something else? It's not just these enemies. Like there is an energy tank to the right or something like that. And I'm just wasting my time when I could get all my health back in a matter of milliseconds. There is a possibility. Yeah, it's not worth it. It just gives me 3 missiles, which are the ones I use to defeat him, and 1 HP. 1 health. Give me more! Pam, pam, pam. Let's do at least the line of energy tanks at the bottom. What do you see? Feel like a good compromise to me. Nice. This one will be the last. Thank you, thank you. That one is lost forever. Not really. Okay, I think we can go. We have, I think, 3 more energy tanks to go, which should guarantee my safety. I'm really curious how you can do this boss fight hitless. I'm quite sure there is a guy, more likely, or a girl, that did the entire saga hitless. I am super certain. Because these bosses are very mechanical, right? So it might be that... And we lost a tiny bit, but it's fine. I'm quite sure you can do everything without taking damage. You think this deals more damage, by the way? The loaded missile? I doubt it. And anyway, the time it takes to charge them, it doesn't really... Okay, when it does that, the scream and it goes up, I'm quite sure it's time to move. Because see, it goes up and then it starts attacking. Oh god. It's a very interesting remix of Ridley's theme. It is a bit weird. It has a weird energy to it. Come on. No, 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 no. You're red. I'll see you, blood. He's angry at me. Oh, we did it! Okay, we didn't do it, because there is still the X core to do. But it should be easy enough, correct? I don't have many more missiles. I only have 1. Okay, drop me 1. I need it! I need it! No! The real boss fight starts now. Oh, we did it! Okay. It was not amazing, but I did it. Scream attack. The strongest weapon in our arsenal. Usually. And we can destroy these friends now. Yep. Okay, goodbye fake Ridley. I also think this Ridley fight is the last time you see Ridley ever in the saga. Chronologically, correct? Because I know that Prime and Prime 3 and blah 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 is Ridley, but you know. Since this is like the second to last game in the saga, it is very much likely that you know, that we will never see Ridley again. Bye bye, by the way. How do I pass? Thank you, bye bye. Okay, now there should be a way up. Maybe here? No? Well, if it's not here... There is an entrance there. Do you see it? No? There is something down though. We are basically complete now. I mean, despite our help, but safe from that, we're like fine, no? We should be. Oh, what are you? Hello? Oh, come on. Gimme. Not complete. Okay. Did I not defeat every enemy? Might be some more enemies like up here somewhere. No, it's just this room. This room is separated. I understand. I need to defeat every enemy that gets recreated until the game is not happy. No? Yep. I would say so. Ah, boom. Oh, so this is not the way. This is just to get an upgrade. It's fine. Spin to screw to win. Oh god, having some trouble. Well, there is a door there. So that's my only lead, technically. Maybe we can... Because the entrance is clearly somewhere here. I'm very confused. No. Well, I can open the door. Oh. Okay. I see. Perfect. So I could have opened this sooner, I imagine. But I didn't. How dare you get spin. The power of the spiral. Nothing. Very cool. It's not how this works. I need to spin and do that. Okay. Oh, this is a cute reference to Metroid 1 and Super Metroid. And we're back here to the start. There is a room there, no? How is this room looking? How are the creatures in here doing? fine. So the screw attack, as you can see, it's technically someone's strongest weapon. Most enemies just get annihilated by it, which is kind of cool if you ask me. That's a very unique energy in the screw attack. Do you think there is stuff in there? No, probably not. I was thinking in the lava, but we cannot go into the lava, so you know. One thing I will do once I finish this game, obviously I cannot do it on stream because my beautiful Switch Lite is a beautiful Switch Lite. I will replay Metroid Red, so I can have like the entire experience immediately after this one. Okay, there was a door here, a blue door. I just couldn't open it at the time. I think this attack is even stronger because... oh, these are, yeah, the enemies that came out of the things. Yeah, I think it was in Metroid 1 maybe, where you couldn't really... like, attacks could hit you when you were doing this. So it was a bit meh. It was good, but it could have been better. Okay. Where is my prize? Oh, there it is. Bomba, as they say. I never understood. It's like a meme, right? People saying bomba. I don't understand the funny part, because for me bomba just means bomba in my language. So it's a bit silly. Oh, the zombies. Good times. Remember when the zombies were the strongest opponent? Very good times. Can I go to the lava? I can. So I am silly, because there is clearly stuff here then. Oh, I don't even need. Okay. Do you think this area is complete? I wish this game... They started doing that in... I don't remember Zero Mission does it, like it shows you when an area is complete. I wouldn't mind if they did. Now, I need to get some energy tanks. Maybe I should do some backtracking or something like that. What time is it? It's very early. Hey, we took down another Ridley. Samus, we're done here. Leave the rest of the Federation. We should be preparing to evacuate the station. Are you joking? Do they know how dangerous the X are? How quickly they reproduce? The Federation has taken an interest in the X and SA-X. They believe this life form has endless potential applications. I wonder which type of applications. You know. This is ridiculous. The X are a heartless abomination. What potential could they have? It is not necessary that you understand such matters. The Federation is coming now. You should just leave quietly. This is madness. They won't stand a chance here. The station will devour them. What could be worth the risk? Capturing the SA-X, of course. Are you serious? Do they really think they can succeed? It will certainly be difficult. They don't expect your help. They know you will try to destroy the SA-X. That's why they stopped sending you support data. The plasma beam modification was ready some time ago, but they withheld it to keep you from engaging the SA-X. Yet somehow you restored that function on your own. They also tried to withhold the diffusion missile upgrade, because they didn't want you to grow too powerful. But they already sent it, and you tracked it down. Bravo, Samus. They must cancel this mission. Open a channel to HQ. I won't let this happen. They are already on their way. Fools! soon as the Federation ships land, the X will overwhelm them and absorb the knowledge and power of their occupants. The X are just waiting for the hunt to begin, and they'll spread across the universe. Galactic civilization will end. Yeah, the X are even scarier than the Metroids in one way because of their mimic abilities. Metroids are just weapons. You just send them and they kill everything and they reproduce and that's it. The X are a lot scarier. They kill and then they copy their hosts and so they gain also their knowledge. It's terrifying. The X hunger for form, knowledge and power. They mimic this perfectly, but they cannot copy the soul. They're single-minded, instinctively seeking to increase in number. They're a plague and the Federation underestimates their threat. The X must not live here. I must destroy them all before the Federation arrives. The station has a self-destruct mechanism. I must use it to destroy the X here on the planet. I must send them to oblivion. Them, the station, and myself if I have to. My god, Samus. Samus doesn't care. Hey, make me leave. Open the hatch. I have been ordered to confine you until the ships arrive. Don't let them do this. Can't you see what will happen, Adam? Adam? Who is Adam? A friend of mine. And what would this friend advise you to do now? He would know that the only way to end this is to start the self-destruct cycle. He knows how important it is. Did this Adam care for you? Will he sit in a safe command room and order you to die? He would understand that some must live and some must die. He knew what it meant. He made that sacrifice once. So he chose life for you, our fair warrior, Samus Aran. Your Adam gave his life so that you might keep yours, for the sake of the universe. How foolish. How dare you? How could you hope to understand machine? You know that detonating the station in high orbit will not guarantee the complete extinction of the X-parasites, even though the station would be utterly destroyed. You would only succeed in removing the one obstacle to the galaxy ruin, yourself. You would ignore this simple fact and choose death. Yeah, so Samus like their plan B. Well, if the X destroy the Federation, there is always Samus, no? We don't have anything to worry. So, what's on their mind? When Adam decided he would leave, he chose incorrectly. If you want to alter the station orbit, then you might be able to include the planet in the vaporization field of the self-destruct detonation. You would have to start the propulsion sequence now, before the Federation arrives. Samus, this is your last mission. Go to the operation room and adjust the station. Ah, it's a cool thing. So cool, so cool. It's very cool. Adjust the station orbit path to intercept SR388. Then return to your ship and escape. Move quickly and stay alive. That's an order. Any objection? Lady, there is technically not derogative, even if in the original Japanese it is. Come on, Samus. Do we wanna take a look at all the other areas and see if I can get some upgrades before we go to the end of the game, I imagine. Do we have anything here? Well, there is technically this room to the right. The one thing I want is more... what the frick? Can I go? Oh, the access is not allowed for me. I see. Then we cannot do that. We're only allowed to go to the kaboom. There is no turning back now, I guess. Yep, let's go. How cool is it to see someone's interact? This was the first time, right? In the fourth game, of course. The first time someone's ever spoke and like shown any sort of personality. It's very cool, I think. So there is a room up here. That I cannot access. Okay. Bomba. Once again. No. No. I think there is one here as well. Yep, that's what I thought. Okay. That's a cute one. What the freak? Ah, okay. So now we have 23, I think. 22, okay. There's also something there we can get on the way. Can't even imagine how many things I missed. But if I can finish the game like this, the Ridley fight showed that I can win a battle of attrition if I want, so quite sure I can do it. Whatever the final boss of this game is, most likely SAX. Unique music, by the way, for this part. Can I not destroy this? Is this not a Super Metroid thing that you can destroy? Apparently no. Let's take a very quick diversion then. Sorry, friends. Boom. So, I need to drink. But the problem with drinking is that I'm terrified that if I put down the controller, I will have... Oh! I will have to... What? I cannot go... What? What do you mean? There is a thing for me there. Well, I guess some things are dismissible. The only idea is that there is like an enemy here somewhere. I don't think there is. Unlucky. I cannot leave this area. Well, too bad. Boom. Sad, but it's gonna be fine. I'm quite sure you can fill up the 2 rows of health. So I have missed how many? 7 energy tanks? That's a lot of them. Too bad. Just how things are sometimes. Very surprised that the game blocks you from backtracking if you want to. Yeah, sometimes you just don't get access to what all you want. I mean, technically I can go in there, right? Yeah, I can go in there. So when I leave, I can go through this. Is this now? Am I silly? I might be silly. There's a door up here, which I can... Oh! ISAX! Get destroyed! I will spin on your face! That's a very interesting thing that is happening here. Oh, you are weak to ice? Really? I don't think I saved before this, by the way. So the SAX just destroyed me. Yeah, my last save is down here. Well, too bad. Maybe I shouldn't have been silly with the spin ball. I think the way to destroy it is just, you know, freeze it and then shoot him. Shoot it. It's not him, it's not her, it's just a thing. It's a creature. They reproduce asexually, so you know. Kinda cool if you ask me. Pam 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 pam. So what is the trigger for it to attack me? What the? I got scared. Well, it seems like this is quite effective, so... Cannot freeze me. I wonder why you can freeze it, but you cannot freeze me. Stop it! It's so weird to see another Samus. I'm surprised she hasn't died yet. What the freak? What? What? No! No! Stay away from me! Oh! We're done! Oh no, we're not done! There is the thing! You piece of thing! Okay, let's try again. So it is a boss. My god, it destroys me. I think it does like half energy tank in one attack. That's tough. Now the transformation from just copying Samus to whatever that thing is, terrifying. Absolutely terrifying. Nightmare fuel. Hey you! She is immune like me when I do my... when she does the spin to win. That form that she uses, at least, is very unstable. You see how quickly it went down. Maybe I found a bit of a strategy to fight. Maybe not. Maybe I did not find a proper strategy. Because if I jump, it attacks in the sky and not really me. So it could be an idea. That's tough. It's not really tough. It's mostly the fact that it just deals 1 million damage with every attack. But it should be easy, because this is the hard part. The second phase, when it becomes the creature sort of muted, Samus thing, doesn't feel as scary, because it has very low HP. You think I can use this on her? Doesn't care much. My god! 1 second! A bit too fast! What a nightmare, my god. It deals 127. Technically 126, because 1 energy tank is 99. But still, 1 hit more than 1 energy tank. So I can only be hit what? 11 times? So punishing. I will shut up and fight now, and I will do it. Yeah, it needs to be a charge shot. It's the only thing I can hurt her. My god. Ooh. Sometimes I press up. Stop it. I don't have time! You need to calm down for a second, game. 1 hit and I die, sadly. Oh, maybe not. 2, I guess. It's a very easy second phase. But my god, too fast. First phase is absolutely too fast to react and attack me. Not a big fan of how fast it is. Do you think there is something up here? Even by how the ceiling is shaped? Maybe not. Okay, let's try again. I don't like this first part of the fight, simply due to the fact it's too fast. You need inhuman reactions. Didn't charge enough. God. Hey. What am I supposed to do? I'm sorry. I just don't like this fight. I think it's badly made. It's too fast, simply. I don't even care about how much damage it deals me. It's simply too fast. Try again. Come on. Never give up. Let's get a bit upset. But we never give up. It's faster than I can press the button. Ridiculous. Sometimes trying to make something like this too challenging, I think just ruins what could be a very nice fight. Come on. Maybe there is another strategy I don't know about. Seems like maybe I don't need to freeze it. Maybe if I just move around in a proper way, I can defeat it. But I feel like if I don't freeze it, it's just too fast. It just moves around too quickly. Maybe I shouldn't stay like up, down there. Who knows? What are you gonna do if you stay here? Maybe I can just wait for it to arrive. Seems to be working, I have to say. Maybe staying static was not the way to go, actually. I don't know if I'm doing better. I'm just noticing. Okay, I don't have to go to the door though. Because if I go to the door, she just... And that's me putting myself in a corner. I feel like I'm doing better now. If I move around. Maybe. If she doesn't attack me from on screen. That's a bit too much once again. So much effort for something so simple. Okay. I'm not sure if I can missile this friend. What? What hit me? I'm not sure I see what hit me there. It seems to be better, but not that by much. The highs lasted a bit longer. That could be maybe the one thing that would make it a lot more enjoyable. Personally. Let's try moving around again. If I had more health, of course, maybe I am just underhealthed, which is a thing. But you know, shouldn't just rely on health all the time. I did really, so why is she troubling me so much? I need to press the button with more fingers than the ones I use. I'll just use my thumb for everything. Yeah, I press up sometimes by accident. I feel like if I stand here and it goes on the edge. Hello? Did I stack her AI? I might have. Però no. Come on. I cannot stand that. It's just too unlikely. Okay, we have more HP. Let's see. It should be easy to dodge this friend. Okay. But I will die to this thing, clearly. I wish I could get the help, but it's just moving around randomly. Okay. Come on. I can do it. Worst fight in the game. Absolutely worst fight in the game. Personal opinion. If I'm doing something wrong, I'm happy to learn. But so far, I think all the strategies I've tried do not make this a fun fight. Personal opinion. Okay, do that. Did I even hit it? I thought she would stop, but she keeps rolling on me. You think I hit her when I spin on her? Like I exchange a tiny bit of my health for clearing damage. That could be a cool thing. It might be. Because I hear the sound of like enemy taking damage. So it could be cool, no? That is a cool thing. I don't have all these bad things to say about it. That's because I don't enjoy most of it. Doesn't mean I can say that it's terrible and it shouldn't exist. Okay. Phase 2. Okay. What's going on? Okay, it was a bit stuck. Interesting choice. Wait! Do you think I can just spin the thing? No, I cannot. But it was nice when I believed that I could do that. But I am invulnerable, even when I touch it, which is cute. What ability will we get from this? You think? Oh god, the damage. Okay. This is the SAS. Nothing said, nothing to say. It has all the rights to be strong. Come on! Give me all the help. Okay, I should be fine now. No, I'm the one that bullies you. And I get all the help while trying to attack you. That's what you get. Let me take my revenge for a while. Oh! And... oh, what the frick? Well, it has run away, I guess. Too bad. Oh, can I not go? I can only go here, I see. Yeah, you better run. I showed you after 7 attempts.
Propulsion sequence activated. Destination planet FR-388.
Can I heal? No?
Propulsion sequence activated. Destination planet FR-388.
Do I not get a heal, really? I mean, I don't think that was the final boss. Oh well, there is a recharge room here. Two minutes. Is there... I need to go to the ship, right? Yeah. But I saved, just to be sure. I'm not safe. What? Not save, I see. So this is all in one go, all or nothing sort of thing. Okay. I guess they cannot make you save because something that would be silly could save like 1 second remaining, and maybe that's not what you want your players to do. Okay. Are we... oh.
2 minutes to destination.
What the freak are you? Remind me of Robot Ridley. Can I not... oh, I see. The ship has left, by the way. Oh. Oh. Why does this singular SAX help the... Oh, we have the suit back. Oh god, okay. I wonder what this is supposed to be. It's just an abomination made by everything that the X have copied, probably. Seems quite simple. What do you think happened there? Do you think the SAX managed to get a bit of... oh. Samus, like, heroism and self-sacrifice? And got it? Ship! Save me! We did! That perfect military mind, the wisdom of Adam Malkovich continued to serve even after death. Until today, I had no idea that the minds of leaders and scientists were frequently uploaded to computers. Terrifying thought. My incredible union with Adam may have saved the universe. But how will the beings of the universe view or resolve? I doubt they will understand what we did, the danger we barely averted. They will hold tribunals and investigations. They will hold us responsible. Adam understood this, and he spoke to me in my anger. Do not worry. One of them will understand. One of them must. I reflected upon his words, and I see the wisdom in them. We are all bound by the experiences. They are the limits of our consciousness. True. But in the end, the human soul will ever reach for the truth. This is what Adam taught me. Just one detail still bothers me. This ship can only be started manually. Yet, before I faced the Omega Metroid, okay, the ship moved on its own, guided by someone's hands. Is it possible? Adam? It was an Omega, I didn't recognize it. Lady, what's troubling you? You wonder how I started the ship? Just think about it. They lent me a hand. The friends? Oh, so cute. The friends from Super Metroid. The end of Super Metroid! No, of Metroid Fusion. The end. Well, this game is very linear, right? Very guided. But I like the way it guides you. It reminds me of Zero Mission. As in, it guides you, it tells you where to go, but then you kinda need to figure out your way there. Which is very nice. But this was a short stream. So, the SAX fight is technically the final boss. I wonder why it helps Samus. I'm sure I can find some theories about that. My theory, again, I think if we started to replicate Samus, I mean that thing was on a Metroid, right? It was an Omega Metroid. I don't remember the design, but still. I guess it makes sense then. I was sure it was like an SAX Abominion, but no. No, it was just a Metroid. I have the 3D models in my head, so converting it to a sprite from a Game Boy Advance game, from a 3DS, you know, from 3DS to Game Boy Advance. I guess, yeah. So, of course, it would attack the Metroid. It is his natural enemy. Understandable, understandable. That's a good thing. That's a cute thing. Italian translation? Very cool, eh? What to say about this game? It's a very nice game. Satoru Iwata. Very kind person. It's a very nice game. I really like the scary feeling of this game. I really like the fact that... oh, what is it sounds? We're gonna pose and be very cool. Best woman. Yep, clear time. 4 hours and 22. That's not true. Your rate for collecting items is 50. I could have done better. I could have done better, Samus. I missed so many items. Oh, this was terrible. This was so terrible. But you know, it could have been worse. At least it's 50 and it's not like 30 or something like that. Not great, not great. But 4 hours and 22, it's not bad. It's not bad. It's a short game. This game is very short. It's quite short. I didn't remember it being so short. I think... maybe even Zero Mission. The long one is Samus Returns because it's a remake and I added a lot of stuff. Maybe even Samus Returns. Like, if you cut down like the cinematics and the other stuff, could be short as well. I've seen a speedrun of Samus Returns. It was like 1 hour and something. It was quite cool. It was a speedrun where they glitched through floors and such, but still. This game is nice. This game is very nice. This game was technically my first Metroid that I played. I think my first Metroid was Prime, but this was the first Metroid 2D that I played. So it's very funny because my adventure with the Metroid games, the 2D ones, was a mess. Because I tried this one, I got stuck after Nightmare, and then I played Dread a lot of years later. I played Dread like 3 years ago. And after that, I streamed Zero Mission and Samus Returns and Super Metroid. So, yeah. It was an experience to view the series through remakes and newer games and then go a bit back. Do I want to do a tier list? Before I do the tier list, I want to speak a tiny bit more about this game. The bosses are very nice. This last one, now that I've done it, I can understand what they were going for. If I had more HP, it would have been fine, really. It would have been fine. My problem is I had very, very little health, so it was destroying me. It is very fast. But I guess it's meant to say, hey, you're fighting like a copy of Samus, so... That's how it feels to fight Samus. yeah, I can understand that. My very, very warm statements when I was fighting do not represent my full, you know, my full, my thoughts, my proper thoughts for the fight. Final boss, the actual one is super easy. This is the easiest final boss. I'm not gonna say Mother Brain in Super Metroid is super hard, but I don't know. Ridley in Samus Returns is a lot harder, and Mecha Ridley, Robot Ridley from Zero Mission, it's a lot harder. This is probably the hardest final boss, the easiest final boss, yeah, of 2D Metroids. Even if you can consider the real final boss, the SAX. And in that case, it is hard. It is very hard. It is very difficult. But this is the final boss you fight, so it's more of a... it has more of a message. This is the last Metroid you fight, technically, if it is an Omega Metroid, as it says. Let me check something, actually. I wanna be sure if this thing is an Omega Metroid or not. It is indeed an Omega Metroid. And it is, yeah, you fight him in Samus Returns as well. They are very similar than this. Yep. I'm reading some stuff. Oh yeah, because when we went through, I'm reading some stuff here from the wiki. The membranes, it says here, not English native speaker, so I will read what I see. Are from Metroid, so there were other Metroids around the ship, and that's why we don't find any creatures when we go back to Area 1. Yep. Yep, that's very cool. That is very cool. It's a very cute thing. I didn't even think of that. If you remember, I saw the membranes, but I thought it was like the shells of the bugs evolved. But no, it's the Metroids, and the Metroids are starting eating. And this one, Gnomes, you know, wants to destroy Samus, clearly. It says here they are made from the baby, which I understand, but I guess they did do some research on the baby in Super Metroid before they all died. Yeah, it actually makes sense, because I imagine if I go back to my stream and I see and I count the membranes, it's gonna be like the exact number of evolutions that requires a Metroid to become an Omega Metroid, which is the last stadium before the yeah, it's the last stadium before becoming a queen, and not every Metroid, I imagine, can become a queen. So. Yeah, it's very cool. And then you see like the last one before the ship, and the ship has escaped, of course, because too dangerous, would have exploded. Very cool. It is an Omega Metroid, yes, and that's also, it also shows that hey, I've numbed on the X-Parasites, and it also justifies why the SAX fights it and completely ignores Samus, because Samus is like that, dying, while there is this big super evolved Metroid that it's a bit of a bigger concern for the creature. Remember that the SAX is it has intelligence, but it's very limited in it, of course. It just wants to protect itself and duplicate. Very cool. Extremely cool. It's more of a, again, significant. It has a deeper meaning than just being an easy final boss. It's the last Metroid in the universe, and Samus will be the last one after we destroy that, because as you know, Samus has Metroid DNA after the vaccine that was used. Yeah, bit of spoiler from Dread, but yeah, Samus is the last Metroid in the universe after this game. Kind of crazy, right? That in the end, the series named Metroid as their protagonist be a Metroid at the end. We will see what happens in Prime 4. We will see when Prime 4 takes place in the timeline, because it's kind of crazy, but yeah, we think that at this point we are done with the Metroid saga. I am very happy to have played these 4 games. I am very, very happy. I wish I could have played Dread with you as well, replay it, but sadly I cannot capture my beautiful Switch Lite. Therefore, having said that, let's go and do the tier list for the 2D Metroids. I don't know how I can share my screen properly. Let me close this. How can I, let me change the title of the stream. I could also do just chatting, I guess. Let's go. I have no idea how to share this. Can I just show this and then this and then I do this and then let's make some music again, not from this tab, from this other one, so we can talk about my beautiful opinions. Can disconnect this. You had fun, Axie. It was maybe not the best stream today because gameplay, I mean, because when these last two boss fights I could have done so much better. And I spent a lot of time, but I'm happy I had fun. That's the most important thing for me. How can I share this? There is no data. There is my personal data here. Let me... I can do this from like incognito, correct? And you don't see my stuff, right? I press this, I go here, and if I type... oh, it does. It's fine. Metroid tier list. All Metroid games. Kinda wanted to do only the 2D ones, but I can just ignore the 3D. Actually, I can do all of them, but I mean, you did not see me play some of these, so I can still think about my opinions. Okay. Yeah, you will see these beautiful arts in in its full glory. How can I do this? Can I just... Can I can just go to this, and instead of doing this, I can do capture application, window capture, and select this, correct. Maybe I can hide this. Can I hide this? Okay. Don't put it there, put it here. Squeeze it. Can you just adapt this to the window? Should be fine, right? Okay. Yeah, this can do. I can actually, since I only care about this, one thing I can do. Incredible Dahlia is actually learning how to do things. Okay. I think it's fine. So what will we start from? We start from the first. Is that also the original, or is only remakes? Prime, Sans Returns, Zero Mission. Okay. So I will start. We start from the first one, right? Zero Mission. Zero Mission is my favorite Metroid. Very, very simple. Zero Mission is my favorite Metroid. Absolutely. Also, did I change this. Pum, pum, pum. Yeah, we're only gonna do the 2D games today. So, Zero Mission is my favorite Metroid. I really like the way Zero Mission plays. I really like the way Zero Mission lets you experiment with stuff. Zero Mission, if I remember correctly, doesn't have tutorials. Zero Mission just gives you stuff and expects you to experiment with them. So for me, Zero Mission goes here. I really like the boss fights. The original Metroid had only 2 boss fights, I think. Yeah, this one I did not play it, so I cannot really judge it. Yeah, Zero Mission has a very, very, very nice learning experience for you. It expects you to, try and experiment and see what you can do and see how to reach certain things. And a lot of the time, if you remember, I managed to do stuff I didn't know I was able to do. It's crazy. You think you don't have the right equipment, but you actually do. You just need to be creative with it. It's so good. It's so good. I really like Zero Mission. Zero Mission is so nice. Zero Mission is so nice. It has some very nice boss fights. I really like the way you play as... I think it's the only 2D Metroid where you play as Zero Suit Samus, by the way, which is very cool, I think. It allows you to see how Samus is like, not only has a very cool suit, but she's also very trained and is able to survive even without it, and she cannot defeat her opponents, of course, because super armored space pirates and such. It's very cool. I just find it very, very, very fun. And I don't think I have anything to say. This game also does a very fun thing at the start of the game, meaning that once you get once you start the game, you don't have the ability to grab onto ledges, right? So you might think, since this game came out after Fusion, you might think, they went for the old, very, very faithful remake of having Samus struggle a tiny bit and needs to do perfect jumps. Because the grabbing onto ledges was added in this game. Super Metroid doesn't have that function. Or does it? No, it doesn't. I don't think it does. My memory tells me it doesn't. If I'm wrong, you can correct me. Yeah, so the extremely cool thing about this game is you start without it, but then you find the ability to grab onto ledges. How cool is that? How fun is that? I hope I'm not going insane, by the way, and you just have it from the start, but as always, you're free to correct me. It has been, I think, 1 year since I played the game, but you can find my VOD on the YouTube channel, and I'm trying to make sort of self-contained video which contains the entire game and my entire experience with it in one go. I'm trying to understand how to edit properly. Anyway, my favorite 2D Metroid. My absolute favorite 2D Metroid. Very fun, very good to start with, and very colorful. I really like the colors of the first Metroid. It's very different from Fusion. You might think, since it came out just a couple of years later after Fusion, if I remember correctly, it could be quite different. It could be quite similar, and it doesn't feel similar. Now that I played Fusion, Fusion feels very, very, very different. It feels like a very different game. It's very good. It's very good. Play Zero Mission. I really recommend it. Do you have anything else to say about Zero Mission? Well, Zero Mission does this thing where it gives you power-ups that you cannot use until at the end of the game. And I really like Robot Ridley. And I really like how they made they kept Mother Brain fight hard because it is hard, it is a nightmare, and you need to deal with all the turrets shooting at you, with all the cannons shooting at you, and the lava. It's hard. And I really like, they simplified it. I think they removed the 2 turrets and 2 cannons each, and maybe one of the barriers you need to take down as well. But it's still very hard. It's still very complex, and it requires a lot of skill and very, very good management and positioning when you find Mother Brain. I really like that. It's super, super difficult. Super, super faithful. Just fix a tiny bit. Just that tiny bit to not make it feel unfair. It is very frustrating, but it's very nice, I think. It's very nice. I've seen gameplay from the original Metroid where fighting Mother Brain was so hard because you needed to position yourself super properly, and I've seen speedruns of people doing it perfectly, but I'm quite sure that if you got Metroid as like your first game, unlikely, right? But still it would have been very, very hard for you to do it. First Metroid also has a lot of other problems, but we're not talking about that. I will not talk about the original Metroid because I never played it. I only seen other people play it. So Zero Mission, for me, it says here, I don't think I have any problem with Zero Mission at all. Maybe it's on Game Boy Advance, so it could be a bit older, but sincerely, it's not bad. I think it's very nice. I think it just feels very good, even if it's technically the oldest of the remakes, but it's still a good remake. Then we have, to go in order, we have Samus Returns. It's this one, right? This is Samus Returns. This is Prime, Echoes, Hunters, I think. No, this is Hunters. What is this? Is it Corruption? I think it's Corruption, yes. So, Samus Returns, it's a super fun game. Samus Returns is an extremely fun game, which adds so much. We go from a game that is my favorite in the saga to a game that is stupidly fun to explore, I think, because SR388 is so good. And you might say, why is it not your favorite then? Because I have a problem with this game, which is too many fights are too similar. Since what you do in Samus Returns is fight the Metroids most of the time, like 80% of the fights are Metroids, boss fight, I mean. It gets a bit repetitive. I think they also added more Metroids in the remake compared to the original. Maybe, I might be wrong. And you get a bit bored of fighting the same type of Metroid, because the cool thing, the objective of Samus Returns is go to the Metroid planet and exterminate them all, which is, very cool. And you see Samus do a lot of cool things. It just doing the same fights over and over gets a bit tedious, I say. Still, this game has the introduction of the melee, more like a counter, but melee attack, let's call it. And Samus shows impressive strength in lifting, like the evolved form of Metroids are like twice their size. It's very cool. She also does cool stuff with Ridley. Ridley is the final boss of Samus Returns, in case. So the only game where Ridley is the final boss, funnily enough, and it wasn't even in the original. It's very cool to see Samus do some cool animations and punch Metroids and throw them and slam them to the ground. It's so fun. It's so fun, but it's just that you've not played this game and you don't want to because maybe you prefer the other version of this game. I know there is a fan-made remake of Metroid 2 and some people prefer that one. I never played it, I never seen it, so I suggest you go and see what Samus does with her body and the Metroids when she just slaps them against the walls and the ground. This game also introduces the Eon abilities, I think they're called, which are like some sort of resource-based abilities, which are super fun. I really like them. I really like the Eon abilities. Should be the right name. Maybe I'm confusing them with the English or the Italian names. Anyway, Samus gets these Chozo sort of abilities that she has on her suit, like a barrier. Then she has the being able to shoot super fast and other very cool abilities. It's very cool. It's a very good remake. This also, if I remember correctly, the only 2D Metroids where you see the Spider Ball. The Spider Ball upgrade, I think is the name. Spider Ball in Italian it has a different name, but again, my memory goes to Italy and sadly my mind does not remember the English name properly. You know, the ball upgrade allows you to latch onto walls. I think it's the only 2D Metroid that has that ability, and I found it quite fun. It allows you to explore areas quite freely. They had to limit it in some ways because I think I reached parts of the game where I was not supposed to because I did some cheating with the spider ball, but it's very cool. It's very cool. I like those small things. One other thing, there are a couple of boss fights that are not Metroids in this game. Most importantly, the robot, the digging robot, and Ridley. And these are very nice boss fights, I think. They're very mechanical, they're very puzzly in their nature, especially the robot. The robot is super puzzly. And I really like them. I really like them. This is a bit of a try they did before doing Dread, which has a lot of boss fights that are mechanical, let's say. The last thing I want to say about this game, before I tell you where I want to put it, is the fact that at the end of the game, when you rescue the small Metroid and you see it hatch, what the frick is this? This must be the fan-made remake. I did not play it, I don't know much about it. At the end of the game, when you rescue the Metroid baby, you gain the ability to break thanks to this Metroid baby, which has it can numb down certain materials. You gain access to certain parts of the map that you couldn't access before. So a cool thing you can do at the end of the game, you can go re-explore the entire planet and you can gain all the remaining upgrades before leaving. This gives you time to stay with the baby, and it's very cool. I found it very cool. I seen a gameplay from the original Metroid 2, and at the end of the game you just get the Metroid and just leave, and that's about it. The final boss in the original Metroid 2 is the Queen, Metroid Queen should be right. Yeah, I really like that they give you time in the remake with the baby, and also it helps you fight Ridley, Mecha Ridley, or whatever you wanna call the Ridley that comes back from Metroid Prime. It's very cool. I think this game is an A because of the repetition. You have a lot of repetitive fights with the Metroid. There are 40, maybe 50 Metroids in the game, and like the first 10, the second 10, so the 10th or 11 to 20, and even I think like 25 to 30 are all the same, and it gets a bit boring. It's nice because the more you fight them, the more you learn, which is cool, but the thing I wanted to see the most was the next evolution of the Metroids. Maybe a bit repetitive. That's my only complaint I have with this game. Maybe a bit repetitive, and well, I got very frustrated most of the time because I had no idea how to destroy the blocks that the baby destroys at the end of the game. I didn't know about the story of Metroid 2. I didn't know there was a baby at the end. I didn't know that those walls were a new addition. So I thought I was just doing things wrong, and I got very sad when I spent a lot of time trying to break them down just to know, hey, you just need to go at the end of the game. Because once I arrived at the Queen Metroid, I thought, well, I finished the game, and I was just silly and I didn't know how to do it. But no. So yeah, I wish I knew. Now with my experience, I just know that they're there for a reason, and it's very cool. But you know, my completionist spirit is hurt. Was hurt while I was trying to play. Really fun exploration this game as well. Again. And the melee is very nice. Also, this game has a very nice aiming system, which allows you to aim 360 degrees. Is it? Yeah, all around the summons. So it's very nice. Dread adds the thing that you can aim in when moving. In this game, you have to stand still, but it's a very big improvement. It's a very big improvement, considering that the last game that came out before this was Zero Mission, chronologically in order of release of games. Even if Fusion, you can say maybe it was a bit more advanced than Zero Mission. It's debatable. I don't remember enough of Zero Mission to say if Zero Mission actually brings something that Fusion doesn't, but yeah. The jump from having to hold one button to aim like diagonally to being able to hold the same button and aim wherever you want is kind of stupidly crazy. Other cool thing about this game, the backgrounds of Samus Returns are amazing. Very beautiful, very alive. You have like 3D creatures in the background. Very, very cool. The water in this game looks terrible though. It's the worst water I've ever seen. The water in Samus Returns is garbage. The water, even, I'm not gonna say physics because there are not many things that happen with water. It just, the texture of the water is terrible. It's terrible. I remember that from the stream, that saying many times that, oh my god, this water looks so bad. But yeah, it's not S tier only because I wish it had a tiny bit more variety in fights. That's my only thing. But, you know, it's a remake from a game from many, many years ago, which was very, very limited. It was also in black and white. And I think they did an amazing job. As a remake, it's an S tier. As a game standalone, I think an A tier, personally. Personally. It's very fun though. It's not that far away from S. If you gave me more different boss fights, I think it could be an S. Very simply. Very, very simply. Yep, absolutely. I absolutely think that. Okay, and now we go to a very important game in the saga. Super Metroid. Now, Super Metroid was a very fun experience for me, because when I played for Super Metroid, some very kind people came. Super Metroid is a game that is the favorite game of many people. Like, not the favorite Metroid, the favorite game of many people. Because it's super, super special for them. For me, sadly, it's not that, because I played it, 2 months ago? 3 months ago, maybe? And I played it after playing Red, after playing Zero Mission, after playing Samus Returns. So, you understand. And after playing Fusion for like half the game, or even more. It doesn't have the same impact. So, the biggest problem with Super Metroid, I don't care about graphics, don't ask me about graphics, I couldn't care less about graphics. Graphics have never been a problem for me. I played the original Legend of Zelda and I think it looks beautiful. It has other problems, but do not ask me about graphics. Most of the time, I don't care about graphics. I don't even take it into consideration when I consider a game. It's important, but up to a certain point. As I said, the water was garbage in Samus Returns, but it's not like the end of the world. Super Metroid is an extremely fun game if you know what you're doing, because Super Metroid lets you do what you want. If you know where to go and where to get things, you can get in so many areas so much earlier than the intended path. I've seen 2 speedruns of this game. One glitching through everything and one not glitching through anything, and the amount of things you can do without glitching through anything just by using the way the game controls and feels, you know, how the game works. It's stupid. It's stupid. It's stupid. It's so stupid. It's so stupid the things you can do in this game. Because you have that mechanic where you can jump off the wall, you can keep the spark, and with these 2 things you can do pretty much everything, right? This game was a very, probably, I might not be crazy if I say the most active speedrun community ever. I'm quite sure that I don't say something crazy if I say that this is the most active speedrun community ever, and that will ever be, possibly, because the amount of love this game receives from speedrunners is unparalleled. Quite sure. This is the number 1 speedrun game, to my knowledge. I don't know if there is like something else that compares, but this one is the number 1 speedrun game. And this game also, from the same people that came to me that day, they told me about how much they love the game. This game is very customizable in such ways that allows you to play randomizers, and it works in incredible ways. Since you can gain access to so many abilities through so many ways, so much early than you think, it's not a problem if the randomizer puts something that you need in a place that you're not supposed to get to until you reach a certain point of the game. Because if you have the right knowledge on how to get there, you can get there. Yeah. This game is just that crazy. What else? This game has a nice plot. This game has a very fun plot. Super simple, but super nice. This game has 3 things going on in the plot. The first one is, well, as expected, Ridley's back. You see him immediately at the start of the game, and he steals the baby from the previous game, which was being studied by the Federation. This game has a return of the main villain of Metroid 1, and it is an extremely cool return and unexpected for me. I had no idea it was a thing. Again, I had no idea of Metroid lore before playing these games. I had only played Dread at that point and the Prime games. And the third one is the baby. So you have Ridley, Mother Brain, and the baby. And if you want, you can add a fourth one. You can add going back to the planet from Zero Mission, which is your native planet, right? I think it's Samus' native planet, not like the Earth colony where she was born, but where she was raised for most of her early days, the Chozo planet. Which is, you know, it could be a fourth thing, which you can connect it to Mother Brain, but still, it's super cool. It's super cool. Again, if you played only the original 2 Metroids without the remakes, this would be the first game where Ridley returns, and it would be the only one, because then the one in Fusion is just a copy, of course. So Super is when Ridley dies forever. Destroyed forever. We will see Prime 4, but still. Yep. And the search for the baby, it's very cool because you can see how you have this constant objective in your head. I need to find Ridley, I need to find the baby. And when you do find Ridley, you defeat him with a lot of difficulties. You can see my vods. It's so hard. It's so hard. And you pass the wall, the door it was protecting, and the baby is not there. The baby is not there. There is the containment glass thing that was holding it, and the baby is not there. Then you go somewhere else that you can unlock from what you find in that part of the station. And then you find the baby. And it's no longer a baby, it's a gigantic metroid that almost kills you. And then it spares you, and then you find Mother Brain that has survived, and it is now a nightmare fuel creature with a mechanical body that destroys you. And then the baby attacks it and gives you his power, and the baby dies for you. How cool is that? That is a plot of Super Metroid. All of this happens in the planet of the Chozo, where Samus was raised, and they were exterminated by Mother Brain and the Space Pirates. How cool is that? This sounds like the stupidest thing in the world, but the game conveys this just showing you things happening. There is no text in this game other than the introduction. You just find Ridley, and you're full of hate when you find him because give me my baby back. And the baby's not there, and then you find it, and it almost kills you, and then Mother Brain, and all that. How cool is that? Do you understand why this game is loved by everyone? Even if it's such an old game? How cool is that? I don't know. For me, it conveys so much emotions. It conveys so much emotions, even if it plays like garbage. The controls in Super Metroid are terrible. For me, Super Metroid controls terribly. It's such an uncomfortable experience to play Super Metroid. It's very cool if you know what you're doing, but some things are just super clunky because it's a game from, 1996 or something? Maybe even before that. For the SNES. Is it from the SNES? I think it is. Maybe, yeah, it should be from the SNES. And you cannot change you cannot aim and change the missiles with the press of a button, with like holding a button. You need to press, and if you want like the power bomb, you need to cycle through the things that you have and such, and the ray and such. Yeah. It's terrible. The play, what's the word? Playability, or like comfortableness, smoothness of controls is terrible. Maybe if you play it like 10 times and you get used to it and you start speedrunning it, it's gonna be fine. But for someone like me that comes from Dread, Zero Mission, and Samus Returns, it was such a painful experience. I don't mind all controls, but really I need to say that it was very difficult to play for me, and it caused a lot of difficulties, especially when I started playing. I adapt very quickly. I'm just saying that this is a very big thing that I cannot ignore. I just cannot ignore. Having said that, when we put this amazing game, I only said good things about it, right? So it should stay in S tier. But for me, this game stays in A tier. I cannot put it higher than that. I was almost thinking of putting it B tier. But have you heard how much passion I try to give with my words. I cannot put this game down lesser than B. This game is just too important. Even if this is not like my second favorite Metroid or even my third favorite Metroid, I think this is my least favorite 2D Metroid, simply because the other games play a bit better. I cannot put it down less than A. I just cannot. I just cannot. I'm sorry. I just cannot. This game is wonderful. Play it. I really hope that after Prime 4 they release a remake of Super Metroid. I really hope so. I really want a remake of Super Metroid. I'm sure they can do a good job. I'm quite sure. These two remakes for me are amazing. Amazing remakes that have basically no problems for me. A bit of repetition in this, but that's just how the original was. You cannot change that. And they added 2 new bosses, or 3 maybe. There is another one, if not sure. But yeah, make a remake of this and this goes instantly S tier. I think a remake of Super Metroid goes S tier. Not my favorite, probably. Depends on what I do with the game, but a remake of this goes in S tier. Really. The only reason it's not a remake on S tier is because of the controls and some other dated things, let's say. Given by the fact that the game is, 25 years old? Maybe even 30. If it's really... Let me see when did this game came out. Could say Super Metroid came out in 1994. Wait, 1994 in Japan or worldwide? No, worldwide, okay. 1994, just different months. So it's more than 30 years. It's 31 years. Kinda crazy if you think about it. A 31 years game, almost S tier, says a lot, I think, about the game. And I'm not like nostalgia driven. This game just is that good. It just is. I'm very tempted to put it B, but I cannot. And now we arrive at the game I finished today. Metroid Fusion. Metroid Fusion, well, it was my first 2D Metroid, but it won't influence much because it has been more than 10 years, I think, since last time I played it. And now that I replay it, I can really appreciate the atmosphere of the game. I think this game has my favorite atmosphere of all the Metroid 2D Metroid games. I really like the station, the containment station and such, and the most important thing for me, I really like the X. I really like the X as a concept, as an enemy, as a creature, as a thing. So in case I don't know if the game really explained this, maybe I missed some things here and there, or maybe they're explained in Red, but the X, if I remember correctly, are native species to SR338 or 228. No, it's 338. And what happened? But you know, SR338 is also the native planet of the Metroid. How is it possible that they both live there when one is the predator of the other? Very aggressive one on that. Well, the Metroids are not organic in creation. They are man-made, if I remember correctly the lore. The Metroids are man-made, engineered to destroy the X-Parasites. I might be wrong in this, but it should be the very big revelation that this game, or maybe is in Red, or maybe somewhere else, I think it was said that basically they were bio-engineered to destroy the X so the planet could become livable. Yep. And that's why I really like the X, and the X is like an enemy in this game, because they are Oh yeah, another cool thing about the remake of 2. At the end of the 2, there is like a small cutscene where they show an X. How cool is that? How cool is that? An X that possesses, that devours one of the creatures of SR338, which you can see in the introduction of Fusion, which is what happens when Samus and the others go to SR338. How cool is that? I really like the X's, I really like the SAX, I really like how dangerous the X's are, a lot more than the Metroids, clearly. And I really enjoy the fact that they made a game out of this. They probably had no idea how to really proceed with the story after Samus destroyed all the Metroids and the last Metroid was destroyed. So instead of making like we made more Metroids from the baby, which they did, but it's not the main point of the plot. The main point of the plot is the X's and how the relationship between X's and Metroids are, and the fact that the Samus is able to eat the X's because of her Metroid DNA and because of the vaccine. It's very nice. I really like the premise of this game, and I really like how also it's introduced. I really like that this game is a bit more linear than usual. Not as linear as to make you like bored of like, hey, I just need to go here, see, I'll mark you, and you just go there, and it's very easy. No, because most of the time you have things like you need to find the security room, which is not indicated, and you need to find an alternative way because the proper way to the objective is closed, so you need to find your own way. That's a very cool thing. That's a very cool thing that they also used in Zero Mission. I think Zero Mission also does it even better than Fusion because it recreates a bit of the original experience of Metroid, which was not guided, of course. I really like Samus interacting with the computer. I really like Samus that we saw today, that she speaks. I really like that we can see Samus' thoughts. I really like that she puts like the menace of the X creatures or parasites over everything. So she doesn't care that the Federation wants them. She just, no, listen, you cannot do that. These are gonna destroy everything if you leave them like live free. You cannot do that. It's very nice. I really like how it explores a bit of Samus' character, which before this game is kinda very simple. She doesn't really speak and she doesn't have any interactions. Say from, I guess, 2, where you can see her sympathize for the baby and you can see her being very angry at the Metroids. And also tiny bit at the end of Zero Mission, but again, these are remakes made after, so this is technically the first game where Samus shows a bit of herself. I really like the scary elements of this game, about how dangerous the SAX is, like evade at any cost, just stay away from her, please, absolutely, stay away, you cannot engage, there is no other choice but to run away. This game has also very interesting bosses. I find Nightmare is a very memorable boss fight, no matter how many problems you might have in certain parts of the fight. I really enjoy Nightmare despite the difficulty of fighting it, especially in the second phase where it is a bit of RNG, a bit like the SAX fight, but you know, it's still a nice fight, I think. It's a lot more than just the boss fight, it's also the presentation and how just the thing you're fighting looks, you know. It's a lot more than just what the eyes see. It's also what it makes you feel, which is something I always say about games. Games are a lot more than what they show you, it's also what they make you feel. That's why I like games that are considered bad. For example, the Kingdom Hearts games have a stupid plot and so many plot holes and such, but they make me feel things, so I really enjoy them, no matter what. Very quick parenthesis. I might dislike a boss, but I can like what the boss represents. For example, the SAX fight, I think, has some problems with being a bit too fast. But despite that, it's there to show you how it would be to fight Samus. And you know, Dark Samus is a bit different, but you know. It's the only time you fight another Samus in a 2D Metroid. Very cool game. Very like the different areas. I really like the part where the SAX mutate to be like ice, because they learned that Samus is weak to ice because of the Metroid DNA. That's a very fun part. Still plays into the horror element of the game. And I like the game. I think it's my third favorite Metroid. Yep. I don't. What do I have to say? That like, what can I complain about Fusion? It's linear, I guess. It's not a big problem for me. Maybe the only problem is that at the end of the game, you cannot really go back that much. You cannot do backtracking at the very end. You need to do it a bit earlier than that. So maybe that, I guess, that at the end of the game it just stops you because, hey, there are 10 SAX. Listen, you cannot fight them. Just run away. That is a bit annoying, but it's not the end of the world. And that's it. I think the rest of the game is very nice. I don't really have anything else to say. A bit of linearity, a bit of forced, unforced backtracking, you know, forced not backtracking. But other than that, it's a very nice game. It has a lot of nice secrets, and it has a lot of love, I think, put into the sprites, the designs of the creatures, and even boss design is very nice, I think. It has a very good variety of bosses. Really, I think this might be, together with Dread, the one that has a best variety of bosses. Super Metroid has 3 boss fights, maybe 4. No, Super Metroid might have 4 boss fights. Yeah, but this game has a very nice variety of them. They are all quite different, I feel like. I really enjoy that. Dread even more, but Dread, again. Dread is, what? Almost 20 years later? And there are 2 remakes in between this game and Dread, so they learn a lot, let's say. Very happy. This is another A tier. It would be S if not for these last 2 boss fights. The Ridley boss fight, I didn't really manage how to do it properly. I had to a bit brute force it. For the story only, this is S tier. For the atmosphere only, S tier. The problems are only made by a couple of frustrating boss fights for me. Just for me. That's a personal opinion though. It doesn't go B. It doesn't even go near B. I don't give like A+, A-. I just, and I don't even put it at the top or the bottom. It's just A tier, not even close to B tier. This is a full A tier like this. This is the fullest of A tiers, while this one is close to S, and this one is tendent, you know, almost B because of how old it is and how old it plays. But this is the perfect A tier game, I think. Also, you can grab onto ledges, which is the best thing ever. Best invention made for a 2D Metroid game. And yeah, you know, all the games that came after have that mechanic. So now, let's go to the one game that I didn't play on stream, which is Metroid Pinball, of course, which goes in S tier. Having said that, I did play Metroid Pinball, by the way. It's a very fun game. I recommend it. It's a DS pinball game. If you play the Pokemon pinball game, it's very similar. It's very fun. It's very fun. It's very silly. It's very quick. So you can enjoy it. It's a very fun game. But let's not put it there. I would put it as tier, sincerely. It's the best pinball game I've ever played, I think. I didn't play that many, but it's a super fun pinball game. So Metroid Dread, what can I say about Metroid Dread? What can I say? You didn't see me play Metroid Dread, but let me tell you, Metroid Dread is the culmination of everything from the previous games. I think Metroid Dread has zero, and I say this very, very confidently. I don't think Dread has a single flaw. Someone might say the Emmy sections are a flaw, and I can understand that. That's maybe the only thing I can see. That the Emmy sections are a bit repetitive, not the best, slows down the pacing. But I really like all of Dread. There is not a single thing I don't like about Dread. There is not a single thing I think I don't like about Dread. I love Dread. It's not my favorite because I just like Zero Mission a bit more. But Dread, it's an S tier, very easy S tier. Dread is the perfect 2D Metroid game, I think. As a video game, it's perfect. It plays so nicely. It's one of the nicest games to play I've ever played. It's so responsive, it's so fast, it's so immediate, it's so precise. Exploration is nice. It can feel a bit linear as well, but not as much as Fusion, I think. I think it's less linear than Fusion. And it plays so nicely. It's also quite hard. If you want, you can make the game quite hard. I think it also has a hard mode. If you after you complete the game, I might be crazy, but I think it also has a boss rush version. This game is so good. This game is so good. This game, super precise, super nice exploration, super beautiful environments, super. Okay, super, because Metroid Super is a good game, so I use the super adjective to make the game appear wonderful. It's so good, and it improves on the parry system. The parry system in this game is perfect. It doesn't have a single problem with that. In Samus Returns it was a bit, they just needed to adjust it a tiny bit. In Dread is perfect. I love the final boss in Dread. The final boss in Dread is amazing, and everything that happens after the final boss in Dread is the best thing ever. Absolute cinema of absolute cinemas. You have no idea. Play Dread. Just play Dread. It's such a nice game. I can understand the people not liking the Emmy sections. For me, they are fine. They are a bit annoying to figure out how to get through sometimes. But if we really want to take that as the only minor thing that doesn't make it my favorite game from the Metroid saga, it's just such a good game. Such a fun game. It's a fun game. It has a great story. It tells things about Samus' past. Samus speaks in Chozo in this game, which is something I never expected. It's the only other game where Samus speaks, which are not like grunts of pain. I don't think Samus speaks in Metroid Prime 3 Corruption. I might be wrong, but she speaks in this game, and she speaks in Chozo, which is so cool. And she gets very angry in this game. Samus in Dread is very angry. Very, very, very angry. I don't have anything else to say. Very nice boss fights that all use the parry mechanic. I don't think there is a single boss that doesn't use it. Very, very cinematographic. Maybe that's not the right expression, but beautiful action sequence and smooth gameplay and very enjoyable map, both in exploration and both in level design, I think. Like getting through them and the secrets in them. It's the perfect Metroid for me. It's not my favorite simply because Zero Mission just I don't know. Zero Mission has something that Red doesn't have. I don't know how to express it. Zero Mission is just that good. My voice is very tired. I will end stream soon, don't worry. 1 hour of just me talking about these 5 games. If you're wondering about the other ones, maybe one day we will talk about the 3D ones, but today I wanted to concentrate only on the 2D ones after I finished all of them. Now I can say I played every single Metroid game. The only games I didn't play are these, and I mean these technically, and the original, but doesn't count, and of course Prime 4, but these 2 are the only 2 I didn't play. This one I couldn't care less, and this one maybe one day I'll play. But I heard it doesn't have much story. It's more of a gameplay game, like co-op PvP sometimes. And now speaking, or my voice dies. Thank you for coming to the stream. Thank you for coming to the stream. Let me remove this. How do I remove this? Like this. Okay. Thank you for coming to the stream. Let's raid someone and then I will never talk again because my voice hurts. Oh. Who can we raid? Well, there is a Lear, so it is a super easy raid as always. They are always the perfect choice. Thank you so much for staying with me. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. And I hope you enjoy a nice Sunday. I will see you on tomorrow with the end of Elden Ring DLC, I think. Or later if tomorrow I feel like I'm too tired. Thank you so much, Axie. I really much appreciate. I had a lot of fun today, even if I was a bit stressed against some bosses. Have a wonderful time. Bye. Bye. My voice is dead. Wow.
Oh, she stream what you're playing. Well, Raiders, I appreciate it. Welcome in, Raiders. I am Ilya Passeré.